I just think about, how will you use me, God, to reach the world, to make a difference? And something that I thought about a couple of days ago, we are all called to preach the gospel of Jesus. The Bible tells us in Matthew 28, it says, "Then Jesus came to them and said, 'All authority in heaven and on earth has been given to me. Therefore, go, make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit, and teaching them to obey everything I have commanded you. And surely I am with you always, to the very end of the age.'" We are all called to go, therefore, and preach and make disciples. So why is everybody not doing it? Why? Like, but that's what we're all called to do. Well, I'm called to do music. No, you're not. You're not called to do music. That's your gift. That's something that you walk in. That's a way to help bring people to God, but that's not what you're called to do. And that's something that I had to realize myself. I'm thinking like, oh, because I know how to sing, that I'm called to do music. Well, God clearly straightened that up. You are called to go, therefore, and to preach. But I gave you a gift. That gift will help get the message across. But that's not what you're called to do. Because you may think that, oh, because I have this gift and because I can do this, that's what I'm called to do. And you'll focus so much on that you won't go out and you won't preach. That's honestly the revelation that I get from God. That gift that I gave you, that's not what you're called to do. That's just the gift that you can use to help the calling that's on your life. That's why God put me in ministry, because of the call that I have to preach and draw people to God. But I'm not called to music, to sing, because if I was called to do that, God would have had me out there doing that. And even the people who are out there doing that, that's not their calling, that's just their gifting. We cannot get that confused. And I know you may feel like it, but that is something that you should do. You should use your gifts. But what you also should do is do what you've been commanded to do: preach and make disciples. So if we are called to go and preach, why do we put jobs over people? Why do we value jobs more than people? We put more focus and attention in searching for jobs, seeking jobs, working jobs, before we ever seek helping people, teaching people, making disciples. Why? We have prioritized the wrong thing. We have prioritized making money over making disciples. God didn't tell us, go therefore and make money. He didn't say that. Jesus said, go therefore and make disciples of all nations. I'm sorry. Dude, come on, Holy Spirit. This right here, oh my goodness, was not what I expected to say. But come on, Holy Spirit, you speaking right now. We were not commanded to go therefore and make money. Because as long as you are alive, you will make money. Money will come and money will go. And I'm going to keep saying it. Money will come and money will go as long as you got breath in your body. But the commission that we are called to is to go therefore and to make disciples. Who have you discipled today, this week, this month, this year? So one thing that I'm realizing is we all in some way can help somebody, because however old you are, you learned something. You have learned something in your life. What is it that you have learned? What is it that you have learned and experienced from God? Because your experience and what you have experienced with God can help somebody else. God has shown me so many things. I have experienced God on so many levels. That's why God has put me in front of you on video every single day and in ministry so I can tell the world what God did in me, how God used me as his vessel, the things that God taught me. What I'm supposed to do is I'm supposed to share with the world and make disciples from what God has taught me, what God has shown me, and how I experienced God in my life. I have so many testimonies to help somebody else know God better. That's why I am not called to go to a job. That's why I work in ministry. We all have a work that we're supposed to do, but your work is not at a job. You may be sent to a job to reach a person, someone, people, but don't let that job overtake your calling. Your calling is to go therefore and make disciples, not go therefore and make money, because money will come and money will go.